Hello and welcome everyone to Dartmouth Memorial Stadium field hockey action, a 4 o'clock start. Nice early game here from Slocum Road. Evan Massoud with you in the booth as the Durfee Hilltoppers have made the trip to square off against your Dartmouth Indians for the second time here in fall 2025. We're getting to that point now, just about at the halfway mark. It's October 1st. Welcome to the 10th month of the year, and now we're going to start seeing on the schedule a lot of second-time opponents. Most of the schools have gotten through, their first games against opponents, and now you're going to start seeing these second schools as we go along here. So, second matchups. Dartmouth took the first meeting 5-1 at Durfee, which was back very early in the season, and now, here we are, October 1st, and the two teams getting to square off once again. To be quite honest, this is rather early for a second go-around between two teams. A lot of times, because of the start of school, you're starting to see the second time against a team, the second week of October. So this is kind of early, but had a chance to talk to both coaches before the game, and both teams have made some changes, some adjustments, be it formational changes or personnel changes, since the very early goings of the season. So I would expect that, both schools will look a little different to each other. And that's kind of what you expect, right? You want a season and a team to kind of evolve as the season goes on. As this one is down low, it is whistled dead on the shot, and it'll be a corner for Dartmouth. Indians in a turquoise here today. It is a suicide prevention game. They have a banner on the bleachers across the way as well, denoting that. So wearing special jerseys at home today against the Hilltoppers, who are in their road white uniforms. On the ground, blocked on the initial shot, and a second corner will be earned by the Indians. We'll take a moment here. Starters for Durfee, the visiting Hilltoppers at 3-5-1, led by head coach Nicole Henrique. Number 1, Aaliyah Baskin. Number 3, Talia Oliver. Number 5, Ava Race. Number 8, Zeta Lee Mercado. Number 9, as that one is sent back in towards and now out of bounds. Number 9, Sophie Dorigo. Number 10, Anaya Baskin. Number 11, Samantha Aruda. Number 12, Bailey Bergeron. Number 13, Avery Mata. Number 17, Alina Emery. And in goal, George Tompkins. For the home team at 5-1-1, the Indians, led by head coach Beth Arguin, as they surge down the field again. Beautiful setup, open goal, and Tompkins with the diving save to block off the goal line. An absolutely incredible save as Tompkins was all the way on the other side. Look at the stick. And then the hand comes in to bat it away. Unbelievable. Even getting some kudos from the official there. That was one of the best saves you'll ever see. Indians keep the pressure up. We'll get to their starters in a moment. Unreal. All right. Let me collect myself. That was really, opponent or not, that is, of Dartmouth. This is Dartmouth's home game, but that was just a ridiculous save. Highlight reel for Tompkins. Okay. Number 1, Captain Sydney Almeida. Number 3, Captain Kaylin Zuber. Number 4, Captain Avery Smith. Number 5, Emma Silva. Number 6, Madeline Sedgwick. Number 7, Ariana Tu. Number 9, Abigail Lancaster. Number 12, Brooke Santo. Number 15, Lily Robert. Number 23, Reese Alves Ford. And in goal, Farah Neves for the Indians. Field hockey, 15-minute quarters, running clock. These games tend to really fly by, especially when you compare them to football, which, the clock can take forever. That one's going to go over Tompkins. I don't think he ever saw it, And I believe it will count, and it is a goal for the Indians. They take the 1-0 lead. You know, the ball lobbed up. The sun is kind of tough right now. Let's see. They did not put a goal on the board, so I don't think that counted. It may have been ruled dead. So maybe Durfee catches a break there. Definitely feels like fall. 63 degrees here at the start of the game. Breezy. Flag is in the wind. Wind is actually coming up over the hill across from the booth here from the east. And while it is sunny, it is considerably cooler than yesterday. Yesterday still quite warm, but much more fall-like today. But nice and sunny, we'll take that any day of the week. Free ball here for the Hilltoppers. Mata sending it toward midfield and the emblem. And that's going to roll out of bounds. Good control of the ball, as you know, Durfee kind of comes in there and breaks up that play there. But that's one thing that Coach Arguin is hoping. You know, they've been working on good passing, good possessions, not giving up the ball, and hoping for, you know, more of that and to see an improvement with that from the first meeting between these two teams. Durfee had won three in a row. Started with Brockton. Been on a little bit of a skid coming into today, having dropped their last game, which was against Somerset Berkeley. Durfee had wins against Brockton, Fairhaven, and New Bedford. So they're 2-0 in the conference, in their conference. Have not won, though, since September 17th. They lost at Seekonk, tied Middleborough, lost at Taunton, and now at Somerset Berkeley, their most recent game, which was Saturday morning. And today they have Dartmouth, they have Seekonk after this on Friday, before they return home next week. Down the field, Durfee slowing it up, and a whistle will rule it dead. Diving save, no. Looks like it got by Tompkins. Close play there, tried to redirect. And that one does beat Tompkins. So Dartmouth grabs the early lead here. A great effort, almost the same setup. We saw Tompkins make that save about 5 minutes of game time ago. But that time, able to elevate, the Indians were, and shot it over his dive. So the Indians lead here just about 10 minutes into the game, a 1-0 advantage. Durfee getting their first corner here of the game. Indians putting on the protective gear. Mata will set it in play for Durfee. Lobbed forward, bouncer, and Durfee scores now. A quick answer for the Hilltoppers here, as that one took a couple hops and got past Neves. So Dartmouth's lead short-lived as Durfee able to answer on the corner. And I believe that was Emery who took the shot, number 17 for the Hilltoppers. There she is on your screen. Okay, so back even here. Less than a minute later. Dartmouth had to work a little harder for their goal. Passing left, passing right, dealing with George Tompkins and the diving effort. Durfee, one swing off the corner, and the bouncer got through the defense. We'll see what Dartmouth now has here as they forge ahead. That's Zuber on the far sideline. That one just goes wide left. Whistle dead, and a corner coming here. So Durfee will line up in the goal. Bouncer down low, still in play. Coming in with Zuber. And it looks like we may have another corner. Yes, we will. Right there was cleared out and got away from the goal area. That one fired in. Still in play. Hilltoppers can't clear it out. Now Tompkins dives forward. That one just wide left and out of bounds it goes. Right there. Look at that. Almost grabbed the corner. And waiting down there was Santo. Just couldn't deflect it in. But the corner was open. Almeida battling with Anaya. Down in the corner far side. Trying to center one. That one will roll and go out of bounds. Durfee getting it back towards midfield. Lancaster intercepts, but spreads the field a little bit. There's been a lot of time spent here on the north part of the stadium since Durfee scored. And down to our final 30 seconds of this first quarter. I'm sure the Hilltoppers would like to be able to hold Dartmouth here and not let one slip by before the break in between quarters. As Lancaster now redirects, backhands, trying to get to the forehand, cannot do so. Durfee taking it back up. And that'll do it for the first. Pretty exciting first. I think Dartmouth outplayed Durfee. They had control for more of the minutes, but the Hilltoppers were able to tie things back up very quickly after Dartmouth picked up their first and only goal. So a 1-1 tie here after 15 minutes, and the teams will get themselves a short break here in between quarters. Live field hockey on DCTV. Second quarter coming up. Stay here. Second quarter underway here. Hilltoppers start with possession initially. Lancaster turns it around. That was Aaliyah Baskin for the Hilltoppers, who had tried to start pushing up the field. Now Durfee player down. Coach Nicole Henrique coming out to the field. Check on her player. That looks to be... Oh, now she's up. I think that's Dorigo, number 9. Oh, number 8 for Durfee. I'm sorry. That's Zeta Lee Mercado. But okay now. She got off the field on her own power. So quick injury timeout there. Dartmouth will reset us, and the clock is rolling again. A late arriving crowd here, but that happens with these early games. That one Now goes out of bounds. It looks like it had stayed in initially. As Dartmouth got up the field rather quickly. Lancaster gets us going again. It's cut off, taken away. One of Durfee's changes here, they're going with 4 midfielders now and really trying to basically aid the defense by doing that, because if by swarming the middle and adding that extra player makes it that much harder for the forwards to even get to Durfee's backline defense in front of the goal. So if you're kind of plugging up the middle of the field, makes those forward progressions that much harder, you know, rather than having to play defense deep down the other end. You're trying to stop them before they get there. So interesting strategy. I mean, it seems like there's a lot more bodies there where the ball is, although I personally haven't seen Durfee since their game against Brockton. It's been a couple weeks. That one passed on up ahead to Emery. Now turned around by Silva. Is he right there now? Double teamed. Durfee with that extra player in the middle of the field makes it a little easier to try to take it away before they get too far ahead. Swing there from Mata to restart play. And now it'll go back Dartmouth's way. Zuber gives it a ride. Right up the field, intended for Almeida, but it got by her. Ball had a lot of power behind it. Now it goes out of bounds. Now that one will roll. Dartmouth couldn't keep it in play. Heard the officials say Durfee's ball. Right at midfield. That's Aruda. To Mata, nice backhand swing, gets it to the other side. Now Zuber with it though. Weaving her way through. Good pass on up ahead. Mata's there, though. Couldn't get to Avery Smith. It looked like that's who she was targeting with that pass. Now gets it back. That was Sedgwick for the Indians. Now Durfee gets the pass down the field. Lily Robert will break it up. A lot of back and forth here. Now Silva with it. Redirected by Smith. Looking for some help. Quick reset, Zuber takes a shot. Tompkins with the kick save once, tries it again, really battling, and the whistle will bail him out. He and Smith were going at it there. See it here on the replay. Quick reflexes with the feet and the legs. One kick save goes through. Now the stick save. Now comes back, gets a piece of it. And then the whistle stopping it right there. Now the whistle will give Durfee a free ball here and a reset. Deflected out of play, right to the Dartmouth bench. And it looks like we'll be going the other way. So Dartmouth will have it now. Emery giving way to Mata, who will reset. She's been the one. Got a good swing. That one gets through. And taken away there by Lancaster. It appears on the far side. Yes, Lancaster. And now out of bounds. Halfway through the second quarter here. Coach Arguin and his assistant coaches there. Her assistant coaches looking at the board here, where the players are positioned. Good pass on up ahead. Santo trying to get some space. It's broken up and taken away by Baskin. Smith, get the pass. Dartmouth ball here, deep down the zone, right at the edge of the arc. Ball down low, it'll go out of bounds. Off of Dartmouth. And Durfee will have it. If you're joining us late here, second quarter, 1-1, both goals coming in the first. And Dartmouth in different jerseys today for suicide prevention. Durfee in their white uniforms on the road. Corner coming. The Indians have had quite a few. Durfee's only had one. They scored on it. Avery Smith will get ready to put the ball in play here. Big swing, kind of topped it a little bit. Almeida was trying to put a solid shot there. Just got on top of it a little bit. Got the spin, but you needed to be behind it a little bit right there. And it might have been deflected too by the Durfee player coming in. So not a corner, but it'll be Dartmouth's ball. They reset it, and it's taken away from Zuber. Now Lancaster taking it away from Mercado. Out of bounds it goes at midfield in front of the scorer's table. Different look here. For years, the benches were right here in front of the stands, but now opposite side. Actually, is a little more room on that side, to be honest with you. But tight quarters here, no track, so there's really not a lot of room between the boundaries and where the stands are on either side. Nice redirection, centering pass. Taken away, fed up on ahead now. The Hilltoppers trying to clear it, stays in the circle. Mata clears it out. Gets it to Emery, who will now try to push up the field. It's blocked by Alves Ford. Emery takes it back, swings, whiffs on it, and Robert there. She'll get the free ball. Aaliyah Baskin pulled up on the swing there. Now passes back to Mata looking for some help, and she gets it. Mata trying to push it on ahead to Baskin. Baskin in the middle of a lot of traffic there. Now Mata stepping in again. Baskin takes it away from Zuber. Late whistle, and it'll be Dartmouth ball. Lily Robert resets. Isabella Renzo into the game here. That pass towards her. She battles for position. Still Dartmouth ball. Zuber coming in. She'll get us going here. Hard hit down. Breaking. Ball is loose. I love field hockey for that reason. There are no offsides, and it really makes for some intense moments down low near the goal. Zuber coming in now. Another shot, kick saved by Tompkins. And the whistle stops it, but man, Renzo had a heck of an opportunity there. She was well down the field, unguarded. I'm going to see it here quickly as Durfee progresses up the field. Look at this. Just cheated in the back, had one-on-one, and Tompkins got the foot there. Just disrupted the flow enough as Durfee's now progressing southbound. Whistle stopping play, and Durfee will get it back. They're on Dartmouth's side as the shadows start to creep in. Out of the reach. Bergeron could not get there. First half winding down here. 75 seconds to go. A 1-1 game. Dartmouth with numbers now. A 2-on-1 developing. Down the field shot taken. Kick save by Tompkins. And Mata trying to turn it around. Triple covered. Out of bounds. It's a great save there from Tompkins again. He's had a nice day. He's been a lot busier than Neves on the other side. Look at this shot. That kick, that ball went a good 15 yards off this after Almeida took the shot. Corner coming here. Durfee getting the headgear on, trying to, I gotta say being deliberate, but certainly not rushing as the time is getting close to the end. Fired! Top shelf! And Zuber puts Dartmouth ahead in the final seconds of the first half. A line drive shot into the corner pocket. 1, 2, boom. Durfee cheering. I'm not sure if this goal is going to stand then. Let's see. They have wiped it out. No goal. Take a look at a different angle here. That one goes out of bounds. with 5 seconds to go, and the half will come to a close. The Dartmouth thinking they had the lead, and they do not. The goal taken off the board. A 1-1 tie here after 30 minutes. Got a really good game going here. Both sides battling hard. Nice to see a close one. Coach Arguin making her way onto the field right now. You know she's going to go talk to the officials. Her captains, a couple of them already doing so to ask what the call was. And it looks like she's going to want some clarification as well. We're going to step aside. It's a short 5-minute halftime. Almost 60 seconds have elapsed, so we'll be back in about 4 minutes with the third. Second half, third quarter about to begin here in varsity field hockey, a rivalry matchup between the Durfee Hilltoppers and the Dartmouth Indians. This is game 2 between these two schools here in 2025. The Indians took the first one on the road at McAldridge Field at Durfee High. A 5-1 final. That was very early in the school year. It was just Durfee's second game. And now here for game 2, a 1-1 game. Our official heading back toward the scorer's table. He was on this side, now going over to Coach Arguin. And the other official talking to Durfee's bench. So not sure what's brewing here. No, we did just have that goal that was taken away the end of the second quarter. Both teams have switched sides as well. So Durfee patrolling the south end of the field. Dartmouth patrolling the north end. All right, looks like we're finally ready to rock here. That one gets by Durfee's defense, and he'll send it off to the sideline. So some clarification on the goal that was taken away. It was too high, and it was from outside the circle on the corner there. So that was the explanation as to why the Dartmouth goal was negated with 19 seconds to play in the half. So a 1-1 game. Dartmouth, I would say, continues to control the pace of play, time of possession, and offensive time. Certainly more than what Durfee's had. The Hilltoppers' defense has really had to work, as I'd say about 70% of the play here tonight or this afternoon has been on Durfee's side of the field, as now Dartmouth will get another corner here. Hilltopper's got to get the protective gear on again. Indians have had a lot of corner opportunities, far more than Durfee has. And it's just worked out that way. Based on infractions and where they happen. But, you know, again, when you're controlling pace of play as well, as Zuber now talking with the official, waiting for Smith, waiting patiently here. You know, when the majority of play is happening and Durfee's having to play defense, you're put in a position where you, as an offense, you could earn more corners as well. Nice pass, different type of setup. Zuber takes the shot, and Tompkins with another kick save. Hilltoppers trying to get it out. That one crossed the goal line, now out of bounds. Did Almeida touch it is the question. No, she did not, but it'll be Dartmouth ball. That one poked away right through the 5-hole. Hilltoppers poked it away, but it went right to one of the Indians. And Dartmouth takes the lead. This one will stand. Right in front, Smith with the score. Tompkins did get the foot out there, but it actually kind of went through. It looked through his legs on the initial shot. So Dartmouth pulls ahead here just about 2.5 minutes into the second half. Now the Hilltoppers with a quick surge. That's going to roll out of bounds, but getting up the field very quickly. That one hit pretty high. Now Durfee will get the free ball. Mata sending it down, and it was out of reach. That was a hot shot. Bergeron not able to stop it. After Dartmouth scored in the first quarter, Durfee answered just about a minute later. Now the Indians pushing up ahead again. That one slowed up by Anaya Baskin. Free ball for Durfee. Doesn't get too far, but Mata for a moment had it. Still be Durfee. She'll take the swing. Nice rolling pass up ahead to Bergeron. Bergeron cut off there by Mello. And Durfee will keep possession. Mata looking back, now going to redirect with the backhand. Got it by Zuber, who was coming in hot. Now it comes back. And Smith forging ahead with help. Almeida to her right. It's slowed up and broken up. Now Santo coming in from behind. Silva gives it a shot into the circle towards the goal. A corner coming here as the Hilltoppers defending there. Anaya Baskin was down there with Tompkins, number 10 for the Hilltoppers. Smith gets the whistle, fires away. Oh, mishandled and out of bounds. Zuber gave it to Santo and couldn't handle it. Now Almeida with the spin move. Beats the defender to the ball, goes out of play, and another corner is coming. Now that right there. Durfee had the ball. Slow break. That's one that, as a defender, you got to know that the forward is not going to give up on it, and you got to get there and save yourself from having to do the corner. And now it's negated. Whistle puts it on hold as Durfee will be down a player here. Mata being sent now to midfield. Bouncer is blocked. Good redirect, and the Hilltoppers trying to get it back up the field. They'll get the free ball in the reset here. Mata came in, wanted it. Doesn't get very far. Zuber around the defense, takes the shot and scores! Quite a bit of space on the left side of the goal. Tompkins guarding the corner here. And just able to tuck it in the corner pocket. Zuber puts the Indians up by 2 now. A little bit of room for error in what has been a very tight game. Smith takes the shot. It's blocked now. Another chance for the Indians. It looked like Sedgwick who took the shot. Durfee bailed out with the whistle. Zuber intercepts. Dartmouth seems to have gotten a bit quicker here in this second half. A little quicker to the ball, beating Durfee to some of these that were a little more contested passes in the first half. And it's created some opportunities for them. Another corner. They go to Zuber. Takes a funny hop on her. Hilltoppers they got to the other side of the 50 right there before it turned around by May Amaral. A lot of seniors on this team for the Indians. Coach Arguin only graduated one senior, she said, last year. This year, let's see, 4, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 seniors on this squad. I mean, and it shows because so many of these names have been talking for the last 3 years. So this field hockey roster going to look significantly different in the fall of 2026, that's for sure. Now, Durfee on the other side, a lot smaller roster. A number of freshmen on the team. A few sophomores as well. Not a lot of seniors. So a younger Hilltopper team, something that, in terms of youth, Coach Arguin will have to deal with next year. Dartmouth ball, Almeida. Slowed up. That one, a crossing pass, and Santo not going to get there. Under 5 to go in the third. 3-1 Indians, 2 goals here in the middle of the third quarter to give them their second lead of the game. They started 1-0 before Durfee quickly had tied it up on a corner about a minute later. That came in the first, both goals. And now here in the third, a pair for Dartmouth. They are up here by 2 on their home field. Nice pass on up ahead. Another chance for the Indians. It's broken up. The Hilltoppers stopping Dartmouth right in their tracks. And an opportunity there. It was a nice defensive play by one of the freshmen, Aaliyah Baskin. Kick save from Tompkins, and the Hilltoppers can get it out of the circle, but they fail to get it up the field. The Indians still trying to make a play on it. Whistled dead, and it will be Dartmouth ball. Zuber swings and misses. Ball got too far ahead. Another whistle. Still Dartmouth ball. They'll reset it here. Nice passing the outer side of the arc. And a corner. Zuber passes kind of weakly that time, trying to spread it out. They went to Santo. Now comes back in, another chance. And Tompkins, does he save it? I don't think so. Tough to see. Had a lot of bodies down there. It looks like Dartmouth grabbed goal number 4. Let's see, and it got by. Yeah, right. Oh, it was poked in at the last second. Looks like that was Santo right at the pole. So I think Tompkins did get a foot on it. Might have gotten the toe on it. That's why I said I kind of lost sight of it. So Dartmouth with 3 goals here in the third. In the final minute of the third quarter as they open it up to 4-1. Santo was down there back in the first half. A similar setup, just kind of waiting at the post and was not able to chip it in or deflect it in, but that time in the right place at the right time to give Dartmouth their 4th. Meanwhile, Neves on the other side of the field has really not had much to do. Almost this entire quarter has been played down here near Town Hall on the south side. 5 seconds left in the third. And we will head to the 4th here live on DCTV with your Indians up 4-1 over the Hilltoppers after 3 quarters. Evan Massoud with you here on DCTV. Quick break in between quarters. We'll have the 4th and final for you next live. Fourth quarter underway here at Dartmouth Memorial Stadium. Evan Massoud with you on DCTV. Indians with a 3-goal lead thanks to a 3-goal third. I guess the number 3 is the lucky number here today in what is Dartmouth's 8th game of the season, 8th game. For Durfee, it's their 10th. They're already at the halfway mark. Dartmouth, though, at 5-1-1, still not quite at that halfway mark of their season as we have hit the month of October here. Mata will reset us here. Eva Race receiving the pass, now pushing it up ahead to Emery. Still Durfee ball. Well, some more sports telecasts on DCTV to end your work week coming up. Tomorrow, girls soccer from right here. The Bedford Whalers coming across city and town lines to square off against the Indians. Girls soccer at 4. And on Friday, Apponequet coming in for football, week 5 of the high school football season, a 7 o'clock kickoff from right here at the stadium as well. So busy into the week in terms of sports for DCTV here, the production team. Stick save there by Durfee's defense. That was Mata helping out Tompkins. Tries to clear it out, but the corner, the infraction called and the corner initiated here. Almeida tried to take a shot, and I think that the interference right there is what they called, because she kind of had her progress impeded there. Now Durfee will get the ball. Indians haven't played since Friday when they blanked New Bedford 6-0. They have Apponequet Friday on the road and then a rematch against New Bedford next Monday on the road. So 2 straight road games for Dartmouth coming up. Interesting to see New Bedford so quickly after the first game, just 3 games later. That's also very unusual. And then the Indians will return home for 4 straight games against BR, Middleborough, Barnstable, and Bishop Stang between Wednesday the 8th and Friday the 17th. So a nice little home stand after the next 2 road games for the Indians. Durfee on the other side will remain on the road. They play Seekonk on Friday and then come home. They'll see Case and Taunton next week, Monday and Saturday. Both are home games before a rematch with Brockton on Wednesday the 15th. And a rematch that's on the road, and a rematch against New Bedford on Friday the 17th. And for those of you who follow Durfee and watch Fred TV, we'll have the New Bedford game, and we'll have the Case game on Monday. So Monday the 6th for field hockey, Durfee, and Friday the 17th, that'll be the last one. That's senior night against New Bedford. So those are for those of you watching from Fall River. That'll be the next time you see Durfee, next Monday. Weather permitting, hopefully. We've been pretty lucky so far this fall. The weather's been good to us, but October gets a little more dicey. Hilltoppers with a 3 against the goalie opportunity, and they will score. Aaliyah Baskin had a hat trick in the Brockton game, and she scores here to make it 4-2 with under 10 to go. How about that break? Another, once again, say it again, I love that there's no offsides in field hockey. It makes for some exciting moments. And just flat out beat Farah Neves, who, as I said not too long ago, really has not had much to do in this game. Her offense has really controlled time of possession and the pace of play. Tompkins with a hook sliding save as it kicks back out toward midfield. We've seen some really lopsided games over the years between these two teams, a lot of them going Dartmouth's way. And it's nice to see, a little more of a competitive game. Again, I know the Indians have controlled pace of play. They really have. But Durfee's had their moments. They've had some good saves from Tompkins. The defense has had some good plays, and then you've had a couple offensive opportunities, and they've taken advantage of them. So, 4-2 is a close game, and it's not over. There's still 8 minutes to go. Dartmouth's got to be careful here to not let another one go in, and it'd be just a one-goal game. Bouncer deep in the zone, a swing and a miss. And the whistle sounds. Pass on up ahead. Great opportunity, and Dartmouth is going to answer. With 8 minutes to go. A break. Almeida setting it up. Left side. Crossing pass. And chipped in by Smith. And I believe, if I have my count right, that is the second for Smith. And another example of being able to get players down there, not as wide open of a field, but able to break up ahead and not worry about the offsides, and it paid off for Dartmouth that time now. Now look at this. Almeida goes through, and it's just wide left. Misses the post as she snuck through the defense and almost grabbed Dartmouth's 6th goal. So it remains 5-2 halfway through the final quarter here in Dartmouth. I haven't been here in a couple weeks. It was nice doing football with Jim. The Durfee game, that was actually a really good football game too. Pretty clean on both sides. 21-14 win for the Indians in that one. But again, another example where Durfee's had trouble here football-wise. It's not been a fun venue for them, but this was a pretty solid game. I mean, Durfee gave Dartmouth a lot to handle. The Indians made a few more plays and won by a touchdown. It was an exciting ball game on a warm September night. That one gets away on the corner as Santo could not turn it around, but another corner coming here for Dartmouth with 6 minutes to go. Pass down up ahead. Almeida trying to reach for it. Another corner. And what this is doing now, this hurts Durfee because there's a lot of time wasted. The clock does not stop here at the high school level for corners. And now with the face protection, it takes a little more time for the play to be initiated, and it's precious seconds when you're trailing in a ball game and having to defend the corner. So this helps Dartmouth out tremendously. That's out of bounds. Tompkins does not touch it, watches it go. Hilltoppers with the quick transition up the field. Emery getting it to Baskin. Baskin takes a shot. Left behind, it was blocked. Whistle will halt play. It looks like the Hilltoppers are going to earn a corner here. That's how they scored their first goal. Swung on and deflected, and it'll be Dartmouth's ball. Shot taken there, it appeared, by Avery Lane, one of the few seniors on the Hilltopper squad. Smith and Almeida battling, and they win that battle. They'll reset here. They move up the field. Zuber feeding it down the field to Almeida. Yeah, Almeida and Smith have really had a great second half here. They turned it on. Durfee trying to clear it, and another corner coming as we roll up on 2 minutes. Almeida rolls one, takes a high bounce, and it will go. The stick save attempt by Mata, and it took a bad hop, went right over Tompkins. You'll see it here. Stick down, high hop, nothing Tompkins can do. It's the right play by Mata, not faulting her, but sometimes the bounces don't go your way. 6-2 Dartmouth. 90 seconds left. The Indians closing in on win number 6. They'll move to 6-1-1 with the dub here this afternoon. Hilltoppers will drop to 3-6-1. Final 30 here. And Durfee will get the free ball here. Well, it's the final Durfee-Dartmouth matchup we're going to see here in the regular season for fall 2025. We usually get to do soccer as well, but as you all know, the girls' game was rescheduled due to the passing of Coach Gaspar. That one was originally on the schedule for the beginning of the school year. And the boys' game was not on the schedule. So this is it for Durfee-Dartmouth in their rivalry game. We saw volleyball, then we saw football a couple weeks ago, and now here field hockey. This was a pretty good game. Got a little away from Durfee here in the second half. But Dartmouth with the 6-2 victory. Already blanked out the scoreboard, so that's not our doing. Down on field level here, prepping for JV, who will take the field almost immediately. Here's a recap of some of the scoring for you. Dartmouth and Durfee with 7 combined goals this afternoon. Here's one from Zuber. This was beautiful. One of the later goals here in the game. That one from Almeida. Baskin had one for the Hilltoppers right here, the freshman for Durfee, beating Neves. This was fantastic, too. Again, Almeida and Smith really had a great second half. Zuber, again, with some goals, but second half, I'd have to say, number 1 and number 4 for Dartmouth, they really came alive and were the difference makers as a high five to wrap up the varsity matchup. So Dartmouth takes 2 from Durfee here in fall 2025. And until next year, Hilltoppers and Indians for field hockey, their schedule is over. All right, folks, thanks for tuning in for our varsity high school sports coverage of field hockey from Dartmouth Memorial Stadium. Again, tomorrow, girls soccer from right here at 4 o'clock against the New Bedford Whalers. And then Friday, football against the Apponequet Lakers at 7 p.m. So busy end to the week. We hope you'll join us for more ongoing Indians sports coverage on DCTV. For our great crew behind the scenes, Evan Massoud saying so long from Memorial Field.